Hey there, you're watching Amitha Verma. Today is such an exciting day because we are celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Village Antiques. We have a lot of new people in our community on YouTube and social media who probably don't even know what Village Antiques is. So let me tell you more about it and why this is so important to you. Village Antiques is a furniture store here in Houston, Texas that specializes in farmhouse style furniture and home decor, French country, antiques, vintage, chalk paint, and so much more. This was all started by yours truly, and I want to share with you exactly how we ended up here. Now, it all started 10 years ago on January 27th, but I really want to share the real story with you and how it very originally started. I grew up in a very traditional Indian family, and I had a very stern father who had a strong hand in the education of myself and my brother and sister. There were 3 legitimate career paths you could take: a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, and those were the only options to consider on the table. Back then, it was important to me to make my family happy, to make my dad feel proud of me, and my mom as well. And I also understood their point of view because they had immigrated here from another country with no money in their bank account and had to really bootstrap it here to make it. So I went on to finish a degree in accounting and then law school, passed the bar, and became a civil litigation attorney. During this time, I met my husband, and in our first year of marriage, I worked near the Galleria, which is a very fun part of Houston. And around 4:30, 4:15, I would call him and say, "Hey, Bobby, do you want to go to happy hour? Do you want to go check out this new restaurant or this new art gallery?" And he did, because it was exciting and we were newlyweds. But as time started to progress, he told me, "No, I don't want to go to happy hour. I don't want to leave work early because I love what I'm doing and I can see you're not there." I'll never forget the words he said to me: "Life is short, but life is also long to go through the days like this doing what you don't love." So it was really the hand of Bobby Neal who encouraged me to think about my passion. I didn't have to think very long because I knew it in 1987 when the movie Cinderella was released, and I fell madly in love. I didn't fall in love with Prince Charming, but I actually fell in love with Cinderella's chateau. I remember as a child watching that movie, I felt awakened. Like, I sat up straighter in my chair and I started noticing, wow, look at her. Look at her house. It's so beautiful. And even her attic with its shabby chic style and bleached wood floors and rustic furniture and beautiful French country decor. All of those elements just awakened a spirit in my mind where I immediately resonated with design and how it made me feel. So when my husband asked me that question, I knew what my passion zone was. I decided to leave my career behind as an attorney and jump in headfirst into the world of interior design. I was giving up a solid job, a great paycheck, career stability, so I persevered. I went back to school and got my interior design degree. And the neat thing about when I graduated was I started attracting all of these clients who were looking for someone who had experience. And it was funny because it wasn't design experience they wanted. They wanted my design eye or my lens, but they loved my professional career, all of the skills and training and processes I had learned as an attorney. So in my first year of design, I was thrown into multiple homes that were 10 million, 15 million, 3 million, 5 million. The neat thing about those big budgets is that it allowed me to explore all options. Lots of creativity, finishes, styles of furniture, and home decor and fabrics. While I was doing this, I have always in my heart of hearts had this desire, this goal, or this gift maybe that God has placed in my heart to help as many people as I can create the home that they desire in their hearts. And so although it was very fulfilling, I felt like I was just hitting a very small section of the world. And as well, at this time, I started getting a lot of inquiries. I'd started blogging and people would say, "Hey, where did you get that beautiful buffet or that console or those dining chairs? And at the time, it was very difficult. We would spend at least 1 to 2 years sourcing all of these beautiful objects because they were rare. They were all over the world. There were antiques in Europe. There were things that were being handcrafted for our customers. And that was the spark of, I wonder if there's enough business to open up a store, furniture that was way off the beaten path. So rather than starting small and experimenting, I decided to open a 10,000 square foot furniture store, having no furniture store operating experience at all. Nevertheless, we opened and I decided this was going to be a success. One question that I would hear over and over again back then was, I have a piece of furniture kind of like what you have, but how do I make it look like all of the beautiful pieces that you have in your shop? They were referring to all of the antique painted furniture that we were bringing in and started becoming known for in Houston. I would spend months in these hot Houston warehouses and our warehouse guys helping me refinish furniture. And again, I would hear that question. Neil came through and said, those are like whispers of the universe. That's an opportunity that you have where you can teach your clients how to do what you know, but you're putting these roadblocks in your own way. And so I decided he was right. So I spent over a year taking the knowledge that I had and then working with chemists and create something that our clients could use to get the exact same result. It was a very difficult and nerve-wracking experience. I had written an email newsletter to our clients and I was gonna send it in the morning, and I had so much fear of publishing that email. We sent the newsletter out, and then you would never believe it snowed in Houston. So I had to live with all that paranoia and fear of failure and egg on my face for a whole 2 days before the streets opened up and people could come in and try my products. And that's exactly what happened. There was a line at the door, people were calling and messaging and email saying they couldn't wait for the roads to clear so they could come and try it and support our business and this new baby that we had created. We've evolved into not only antiques and vintage, but also these chalk painted products that have helped thousands and thousands of people achieve the dreams that they want in their home, and as well into a more full service furniture store. So all of the clients who love our beautiful style, the French country style, the farmhouse style, can come to what I call a one-stop shop and find and create everything they need for their dream home. One of the things I've loved the best about starting Village Antiques and having been in this business for a decade now are truly the relationships with the people that I have met along the way. From our very first employees, to the vendors we work with, to our suppliers, to the team members that are still here, we're definitely off the beaten path. And so to find people that love what you love, it's been a very fulfilling part of my life to be able to connect with so many of those people. And that includes you watching this video today, celebrating our success of being here after 10 years. I read every single comment on YouTube, and I am amazed at the types of connections that all of us, myself and my team, have made with people that maybe we'll never even get to meet, but we love the same things and speak the same language. And it means so much to me that you give away a few minutes of your life to spend watching me and being in our world and enjoying all of the things that I love and all of us love. And with that, thank you for all of your support and watching today and celebrating with myself and my team and my family 10 years. Till the next time we meet, keep using your amazing gifts, the gifts that God has blessed you with, to create heart in your home.